Hello students, welcome to Price YouTube channel. This is Scholarship Exam Standard 5th online class, subject mathematics, and the topic is ream gross, or we can say the paper measurement. And with this topic there are the another one subtopic is there, coins and currency notes also. So this is a practice test MT021's solution. So as we know, this ream or paper measurement, their convergence. 1 dozen is equal to 12 sheets, 1 gross is equals to 12 dozens, 1 quare is equals to 24 sheets, 1 ream is equals to 20 quare, and 1 ream is equal to 480 sheets. Now in currency, 1 rupees is equal to 100 paise we know. Then quarter of the rupees means 25 paise, half rupees means 50 paise, and 3/4 of the rupees means 75 paise. So these are the main information and very important information. Always be remember this all the informations. Okay, this information of the rupees and paise most of the student knows, but many students are making the confusion in between this one, especially in a ream and quare and the gross. Okay, dozen most of the student knows and they can remember, but gross, quare, ream and their convergence, that is the main confusion. So now we're going to see the questions. So question number 1 over there, 72 sheets is equals to how much dozens? We know the 1 dozen is equals to 12 sheets, so we have to divide 72 by 12. So 12 ones and 12 6 are, so there is a 6 dozen, so means option number 1 is a correct. Now question number 2, 3 ream sheets is equals to how many quire sheets? As we know, 1 ream is equals to 20 quire. Okay, so means for the 3 ream means 3 multiplied by 20, so this is equals to the 16, and 16 quire sheets. Okay, so 60 means option number 2 is a correct. Now, question number 3, 2 dozen plus 2 gross is equals to how many dozen? So now, dozen is about the dozen asking. So here already 2 dozen is given. So we have to convert this 2 gross in a dozen. And as we know, 1 gross is equals to 12 dozen. So this is a 2 multiplied by 12. So this is a 24 and plus 2 means 26. So option number 2 is a correct one. Now question number 4, from 3 gross paper, 3 dozen papers were used. How many dozen paper will be left? Now asking about the dozens. Okay, so here 4 dozens paper were used, but here from the 3 gross paper, so first we will convert this gross to the dozen, and as we know, gross to the dozen means 1 gross is equals to 12 dozen. So here multiply by with a 12. So 3 multiplied by 12 means is 36 dozens. So 36 minus 4 dozens means there are the 32 dozens are the left, and 32 dozens means option number 3 is the correct one. Now question number 5, if from 210 dozen sheets 5 ream of the paper were used, how many papers remain? Okay, so as per the this one we will use the any one unit. So 5 reams we will convert in a dozen, because from this one we have to deduct this one. So and the answers are also in a more than the 5, so obviously these are the in a dozens. So 1 ream is equals to, we know the 1 ream is equals to 480 sheets, and if we divided with this by the 12, so it will come the 40 dozens. So 40 dozens means this is a 5 multiplied by 40 dozens. Okay, so this is equals to the 200 dozens, means from the 210 dozens, 200 dozens were used. So means 210 minus 200 means there is a 10 dozens are balance. Now 10 dozens means option number 4 is the correct one. Now question number 6, how many quires of sheet will be formed from 3600 sheets? Now we know 1 quire is equals to 24 sheets. 3600 divided by 24 by 2. So this is equals to the 12 twos are and 12 threes are and then 00. Now this is a 2 ones are and this is a 150. So it's a 150 squares will form up. So this option number 4 is the correct one. Now question number 7, 375 reams of paper were loaded in a truck, from which 2500 square paper were loaded in Pargaon and remaining were unloaded Khalapur. So This is unloaded at the Pargaon, and then remaining were unloaded in Khalapur. Okay, means how many ream paper were unloaded at Khalapur? Means we have to deduct this quantity of the paper from this total. So we will get the total at the Khalapur unloading. So now best way we will make the same units. So now this square paper we will convert in a ream. So we know the square and ream relations. So one ream is equals to 20 square. Okay, so 2500 square we have to divide it with the 20, so we will get the total reams. So this 0 get cancelled, this 0 get cancelled. Now this is a 125. So there are the 125 ream were unloaded at the Parga. So remaining means from this one, these reams we will deduct. So 375 minus 125. So this is equals to the 250 reams. 250 reams are given in option number 1. Now examples on coins and currency notes. So question number 1 is that rupees 12 is equals to how many paise? Now we know the rupees to the paise means we have to multiply by with a 100. So 1200 paise is given in option number 3. Now question number 2, a quarter rupees less than rupees 9. A quarter rupee less than rupee 9 means, quarter rupees means this is a 1 by 4, okay, multiply by this 1, but it's a less means subtracted from the 9. Now quarter rupees means we know the 25 paisa. So 9 rupees means this is a 900 paise minus 25 paisa we have to deduct. So this is a 875 paisa. Now as per the options, all are given in rupees and paise, rupees and paise. So now again we have to divide it with a 100, so we will get the 8 rupees and 75 paise. Okay, and this is given in option number 2. Now question number 3, Savita has two notes of 10 rupees and remaining notes of 5 rupees. The total amount she has had 135. How many notes 5 rupees she had? Now only 2 rupees of the 10. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 10 is equals to 20 rupees of the 10. Okay, but total is a 135, so we have to deduct this 20 from the 135. So 135 minus 20 means 115 are the 5 rupees notes. So divided by with a 5. So 5 here, the 2s are 1 balance and 3s are 15. So 23 notes of the 5 notes. So means 23 means option number 1 is the correct one. Now question number 4, 4 rupees 75 paise minus 2 rupees 15 paise. So 4 here the rupees and here the paise. So 4 rupees and 75 paise minus 2 rupees and 15 paise. So 75 minus 15 is a 16 paise, 60 paise, and 4 minus 2 is a 2. So 2 rupee and 60 paise. So 2 rupee and 60 paise. No, it's a actually typing error. It's a 25. Okay, so as for this one, the option number 4 is a correct one. Now question number 5, 4 notes of 20 rupees, 8 notes of 5 rupee, and 9 notes of 10 rupees. So total amount of the rupee we have to calculate. So 4 multiplied by 20. So 4 multiplied by 20. So it's a 80 rupees. Then 8 notes of 5 rupees. So 8 notes of 5 rupees. So 8 multiplied by 5. It's a 40 rupees, and then 9 notes. So 9 multiplied by 10 rupees. So 10 is a 90. And then with the additions of this one, so this 17 plus 4 is a 210. Okay, 210. So total rupees are the 210. So this is given in option number 2. Now question number 6, how many notes of 50 rupees will amount 1000 rupees? Means total quantity, or we can say the total number of the notes we have to count, so that we can form with the 50 rupees of the notes total amount 1000. So 1000 divided by, we have to do the 51 each note. So this is equals to the 20. So 20 means option number 2 is the correct one. Now question number 7, Abhishek purchased a notebook costing 12 and half rupees. 12 and half means 12.5 rupees. Okay, 12 and half means 12.5 rupees. 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 eraser cost 13 rupees and this is a 13 rupees, and pen costing 12 and half rupees, again 12.50 rupees. How much amount he spent? So paise we will add the separates, means 12 and 50, then 13, and then again 12 and 15. So this is a notebook. Okay, then 13 rupees for the eraser. Okay, eraser, and then 12 rupees and half means this is for the pen. Okay, so after this addition, this 50 plus 50, this is 100, means here 1 rupees we will add directly this decimal point as it is now. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is a 5, plus 3 is a 8, and then 1 2 and 3, so 38 rupees. And this 38 is not here, it's supposed to be here 38. If this option is a 38, then this option will be the correct, but our answer is the 38 rupees. But in this one, no any option shows. Okay, so student can mark any one of the options as a correct answer. Now question number 8, Kavita had equal number of 10 rupees and 20 rupees coin amounting rupees 240. How many coins she had totally? Now this quantity of the both the rupees are the same, so we will maintain the additions of this total amount of the each coin. So 10 plus 20 means it's a 30, and 240 divided by, if we do the 30, means that will be the quantity of the each one. So this 0 get cancelled, 0 get cancelled, and this is the 8. So 8 is a each one. Okay, but total how many coins are asking? So this 8 and this 8 means 8 plus 8 is a 16. So option number 2 is a correct one. Now question number 9, how many notes of 20 rupee will be exchanged for 80 coins of 5 rupees coin? So first we will find out the total amount. So 80 coins of 5 rupees means 80 multiplied by 5, it's a 400 rupees. Okay, and we have to exchange with a 20 rupees, so divided with a 20, so it's a 20 rupees, 20 notes will be the exchange with this 80 coins of the 5 rupees. Now question number 10, 40 rupees 50 paise minus 24 rupees 75 paise. So 40 rupees, so here rupees and here paise, so here 40 rupees and 750 paise minus 24 rupees and 75. Here we can do the conversion of the rupees to the paise and then addition of this one, because 50 minus 75 cannot possible. Or this system is multiples of the 10, means after this 100 paise comes, and then we can convert either rupees. So directly we will do the single means unit place, or the tens place the subtractions. Okay, like our regular one. So 0 minus 5 cannot possible, so we will borrow 10 here, so it will come the 10, so it will reduce to the 4. Then 4 minus 7 also not possible, so we will bring the 10 from here, so it will comes the here the 0, so it will bring from this 4, so 4 reduced to the 3. Now we can do the subtraction. 10 minus 5 is a 5, 4 minus 7 can possible, and already we have taken the 10 here, so it's a 14. 14 minus 7 is a 7. Now 9 minus 4 is a 5, and 3 minus 2 is a 1. So 15 rupees and 75 paise. So 15 rupees and 75 paise means option number 3 is the correct one. Student has to understand the main difference of the subtraction in a clock time and the rupees paise. Now rupees and paise, there is a conversion on a 100 basis. Okay, but in a time clause, the 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. Okay, means conversion is a minutes and the hours on a 60, because this is not in a hundreds. Okay, so that's why to subtract each unit and getting this one, it's many times it comes the wrong because of the 60. It's after the 60, it's a conversion of the hours, but here after 100 then conversion of the rupees, means it's like our numbering. Okay, number systems, regular number system, but in a timing it's differently. So that's why we are converting 1 hour to the 60 minutes, and then we are subtracting 1. Okay, but in rupees and paise, that method also you can use, but it is not needed. Like our regular number system subtraction, we can do it. Now we are going to see the next question. Question number 11, Joseph had equal number of 50 rupees, 20 rupees and 5 rupees notes amounting 600. How many notes Joseph had totally? There are the total equal numbers of the notes. Okay, so we will do the additions of the each notes additions amount value. Okay, so means 50 plus 20, 70 plus 5 means 75, and there are the total amounting 600. So 600 divided by 75, so it's a 75. If we do this 75 ones are and 75 eights are, so total are the 8. So each note giving the 8. Okay, so but here we are asking about the total notes. So here 8 notes, here also 8 notes, and here also 8 notes. So total 8 plus 8 plus 8 means that is a total 24 notes are there. So option number 3 is the correct one. Now question number 12, rupees 425 per student was collected from 32 students for the picnic. From that, rupees 500 were spent for transport. How much was the balance money for the other expenses? So, first we will calculate the total collection. So, each students have collected rupees 425. So, 425 rupees from total 32 students. So, multiply by with the 32. So, here. So, total there are the 13,600 rupees are collected, and out of this one 500 were spent. Okay, we have to deduct with a 500, so this is equals to the 13,100, but this is not in our option, so our answer is a 13,100. So this is a balance amount. So for the question number 12, any one of the four options we can mark as a correct answers, but our answer is a correct means rupees 13,100. Now question number 13, 20 rupee note bundle had notes from 47,221 to 47,276 numbers. What was the amount in this bundle? Now these are the serial numbers. Okay, and each number having the value 20 rupees. So first of all we will count the total number of notes, and then we will multiply with the 20. So now this 21 numbers, that one also we have to count. So before this one there is a 20 means 220 is there. So from this number we have to deduct this number. So 47,276 minus 47,222 is 220 we have to deduct, because this 21 number also we have to count. So 76 minus 20, it's a 56, and then all are the 00. So there are the 26, and so there are the 26 notes, but each note is a 20 value. So 20 multiplied by 26, so it's a 1120. So option number 2 is a correct one. Now question number 14, father purchased 5 notebooks at the rate of rupees 18, 4 pens at the rate of 12, and 6 books at the rate of 25. He gave rupees 500 notes to the shopkeeper. How much amount he will get back? So first of all we will count the all purchase value. So 5 notes, each rupees 18. So 5 multiplied by 18, it's a 90. So 18 multiplied by 5 is a 90. Then 4 pens at the rate of the 12. So 12 fours are 48. Then 6 notebooks at the rupees of the 25. So 25 multiplied by 6 is a 150. So now after this additions, 90 plus 150 is a 240, plus this is a 48 is a 288. So this is the purchase amount. Now he has given the 500 rupees note, so this amount we have to deduct from the 500. So after these deductions we are getting 10 minus 8 is a 2. Then after this one the 9 minus 8 is a 1, and this is reduced to the 4. So 4 minus 2 is a 2. So 212. So this is given in option number 3. So this much amount will get back. Now question number 15, a safe vault had rupees 1734. He has coins of 50 paise, 1 rupee, 2 rupee and 5 rupee coins, each equal in number. How many coins of 50 paise were there? Okay, so now these all are in a equal quantity, so we will add all this amount, or we can say the value. Okay, so 50 paise plus this rupee. So first of all, rupee will cancel added. So 5 plus 2 is a 7 plus 1 is a 8. So 8 rupee and 80 paise, so means 8.50, this is the rupee. Okay, now there are the total 1734. So this with divided by this total amount of the each coins. Okay, so now, so we will maintain separately here 8 rupees and 50 paise. Now here we will multiply by with 100, and here also we will multiply by with 100. So it's equal to the 1734 and then 00 divided by 850. 850. Now this 0 get cancelled, 0 get cancelled. Now 17 5s are 85. Now 17 1s are then 0, then 17 2s are, and then this 0. Now 5 1s are, now 5 2s are, then 0, and then 5 4s are. So means 204 each coins is there. Now each coins means this 50 paise also having the 204 quantity, 1 rupee also having the same quantity, 2 rupee also same quantity, and 5 rupee also coins also same in quantity, because we have added all this one, and here mentioned the equal in numbers. So that's why after these additions we are getting rupees 8 and 50 paise, and with the total, we, if we are divided this one, we are getting 204, each one also having the 204. So this is given in option number 3. Thank you.